Good afternoon, people. This is Colin Reynolds, also known in certain circles as Kung Fu Colin. Just recently I sat an exam for my philosophy unit that I study at university, and I thought I'd share with you one of the questions that I was asked to answer, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting with a quote by Louis Poman. Now the quote is, "If theism is false and secularism is true, then there is no obvious basis for human equality, no reason to treat all people with respect, and no clear and simple answer to the question, why be moral, even when it is not in my best interest?" So to look at the question carefully, what we need to look at to start with is the implied assumption that is being made. The implied assumption is, of course, that theism does give people a reason to treat each other equally. That theism does provide a clear and obvious answer to the question, why be moral, even when it is not in my best interest. So essentially, what I think is happening is we're starting with a flawed assumption. When we clearly define what morality is, we discover a few interesting things. Essentially, the idea of acting morally is to be directed toward a particular set of behaviours and away from another particular set of behaviours. But the device that recommends one particular behaviour over another is simply a system of values. By regarding any particular thing, object, person or idea as more valuable than another idea, we are contributing to or creating a system of values. Now the thing about values is that as soon as we create value for anything, all essentially we are doing is stating that we like or don't like something. This is just the way people are wired. No matter what we see, we are going to make a decision ourselves about whether or not we like or we don't like it. Whether or not we like something or we don't like something, we are already creating a system of values. And wherever values exist, we are going to be driven toward one particular behaviour or another particular behaviour. And this is morality. So what is it specifically that theism gives over atheism as a motivation to follow a particular system of values? We do already know that at all times, people will act according to what they think is most valuable. Somebody comes to a decision whether or not, for example, they should steal some money. The decision that they make is going to reflect their own system of values. So what we see is that the motivation for doing one thing or another sits quite apart from the actual value itself. In this way, is the theist any different from the atheist? I think not. So which actions are actually important? The ones that affect other people in society, most certainly. How can the problem be self-interest when everybody is self-interested? So, regardless of beliefs, people are always going to like certain things and dislike other things. It differs from person to person, of course. That's just the way we're wired. So, no matter what we do, systems of values are always going to exist, and therefore motivations to behave in one way or another will exist alongside with them. So, perhaps a religion has some use if it can align the values of various different people so that they might act more harmoniously with each other. But is placing value on quality of human life exclusive to religion? Fuck no.